Hi everyone and welcome back to Carefree Caravanning. Today's video is actually a viewer request. It's another one that we've had from you lovely caravanning folk out there. We've had lots of lovely messages and emails from all of you, so thank you so much. We do respond to all of them. We respond to any messages or emails and also the comments that you leave on our videos on YouTube. So thank you very much. If any of you want to email us or message us, you can do. Email is info@carefreecaravanning.co.uk. Facebook is Carefree Caravanning and Twitter
Carefree Caravan 1, I think it is.
Yeah, there's no N on the end. It's just at Carefree Caravan 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this has come. This request was on the email from Bryn of what's that say?
Wales.
Bryn from
Sorry,
Wales. Bryn from Wales, thank you very much indeed for contacting us. Sorry it's taken a bit of time to respond to your video.
Oh, Karen and Mike from Shropshire, they also asked about the same issue.
Oh right, hi Karen and Mike from Shropshire, thank you very much for joining us. So the question was, it was something on the lines of your roof light or the window in your bedroom. You've cleaned the outside, you've cleaned the inside, but there's dirt in the middle. I think
that's the Heki. I think it's called a Heki. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm sure that's the Heki.
It sounds like it's the Heki or Heki, Mickey, Mikey, I don't know, roof light, which is two pieces of acrylic and they're joined together. It's a vented system, so it vents the caravan, so it's actually a good idea, but it's also a bad design because you can't, or it's very difficult to actually separate
I think a lot
them.
of people will have a problem with this because I have seen people who try to clean it and they don't know how to separate the two pieces of acrylic, and they end up putting a piece of cloth in between the two and just sliding it or using other things
if
to
you are
get
going to
in
tackle
between.
I mean we've got one in our caravan, so we'll show you how we're going to do it. We'll show you the tools that you're going to need as we're going along, and also at the end of it. One thing I would say is they are not standard Phillips or flat screws, so you have to use the tools that we show you, which are designed for this specific product. If you use a flat screwdriver or something like that, you're going to muller the screw and ruin the screw or round it off, and if you do that, you are rendering the whole unit as useless. But we'll go into more details when we get it off. So I think on that note, we shall change cameras and get Michelle on the camera, and we shall then dismantle and take off our
Director, apparently.
The director. Thanks Martin.
Why did you say that? It was Martin, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Martin who said, yeah, Michelle the director. So Michelle's going to do direction and I'm going to get the necessary instruments out, and let's have a go and take it off and we'll take it apart. Okay, so this is the Heki roof light. So I don't know if you want to just show the roof light. You have two handles either side that lift up, and you'll see more once we get it. The instruments that you will need are a torque, or that's T-O-R-X, I believe, or star keys. So they are this type of instrument, okay? The one that we're using today on this particular model, yours may be a different size, but I bought a kit. This kit I bought from Halfords, so they are star keys or torque keys. Do not try to use a flat screwdriver or a Phillips, please, because these are designed for that sort of thing. So the one I'm using on here is a T10. So if you want to buy a kit of these, a set of these, you want to make sure that you've got at least a T10 to maybe T30 and a range between the two of them. So ours is a T10. So what we're going to do, don't need the rest of them. I'll put a link in between, at the end, I'll put a link in the description box of where you can get them. For Halfords, I bought that from some time ago. I think I paid about £14 for the kit. You can buy them on eBay and Amazon for about £6. So it's well worth getting a kit. So with these, and the other thing, sorry, very quickly, is you want, when you do buy them, you want to make sure they are long reach. Don't get the short ones. You'll see why shortly. Okay, so going up to here, you've got 4 screws that are holding on. That's one there, and one on the other side, and 2 on the other side, identical. So we're going to start with this one and remove the screw. So just put the wrench in and just untwist it, righty tighty, lefty loosey, and out comes the screw hopefully. I'll leave it in just for a second, and then again on this side just loosen this one off. Ooh, we just had a leaf came in. We don't need to film the other side, so be very careful when you take these screws out. If you have a look just down here at the screw, they are so small, so small. So this is why we say don't use a flat screwdriver, just use the correct size. So I'll put these away for safe. I'm just going to undo the other side. Okay, so that's that done. I just need to get that last screw out if I can. Just don't want to drop it. And then to take the window off, you literally just pull these out.
Can't really see what you're doing.
Okay, I just took that screw out, that's fine. So just literally pull these out. Can you see me there?
No.
These just literally pull out. Like that. And then the same on the other side, which you won't be able to see. Like that. And like that. And that's literally how you undo the roof light from the Caravan. It's very simple, very straightforward. Don't worry about which way it goes back, because it's actually it is obviously square, so it doesn't matter which way you put it, so you don't need to mark it before you take it off. So I'm just going to go outside the Caravan now. We're going to put some ladders out this side and take it off, and then bring it back in and clean it. Okay, so we shall see you shortly. Right, so I'm now at the top of the ladders, and as you can see, this is the window. So as it's all off, I'm done. I just literally lift it up. If I can do it with one hand, it's as simple as that. And then, sorry Michelle, can I just pass it to you? Pass it to Michelle.
Hurry up, it's freezing out.
I know it is cold, it is cold. So the design of these is very unique insofar as it's actually two pieces, as we said. They are vented, so, and all the way around here and down here. So although it's a really good idea, because Caravans really do need to be vented throughout the whole year to save moisture in the Caravan. However, as I don't know if it's picking it up, but you can see certainly probably that way inside here, because the vents here, you do get a lot of debris that goes in there and dust, and they get dirty. Now if we turn it on its back, the key we're going to use for this part is the T20, which we used to remove it, is the really small one. We don't need that at the moment, that's only used to remove it from the Caravan. The one we need for the next part is the T25, it's the bigger one. And I don't know if you can see, but the reason you have to use these is you've got two holes here on either side, and if you look down the bottom you can actually see the screws. So we're going to pop that in there and pop them in the screws. Again, turn anti-clockwise. They may be a little bit stiff, so you may need some pliers just to undo, but this one wasn't too bad. And the screw will come out. So that's one. And if we can get into the other side, just be gentle, don't go mad, just nice and gently. And that's the other screw. So it's away, so we'll just leave that with the screws in. There's no point taking the screws out, so we'll just do the other side as well, exactly the same. That. So you've got your two handles, as I said before. It doesn't matter which way, the handles will only go back one way. So that's the handles off. This now literally comes apart, and you can see maybe on there the dirt on my finger. That's just, I mean, our Caravan is 4 months old when we're filming this, and you can see the amount of dirt and dust plus on here. It's very, very grubby. And before anybody writes in and says about the state of our roof, yeah, it's the first time I've actually seen the roof, so that's a job for another day. All I'm going to do now is we're just going to use some water on these, clean them up. We're going to use a little bit of Phoenix. I'm actually not going to film it because it's just going to wash these. We're going to wash them outside. It's a horrible day at the moment, so we're going to wash these outside, dry them off. If you are going to do this job, just use a lint-free cloth. Please don't try anything else, because I say, although this is plastic, this is acrylic, and the acrylic will crack, will mark. So just a lint-free cloth, wash it with that, and then if you've got a spare lint-free cloth, just dry it with that as well. Right, so we've managed to clean them both up. We used a bit of Phoenix on both sides, and they are now nice and clean. Just before I put it together, I've been told off by the director, Michelle, who told me I made an error, so I just need to reiterate something. The Allen key, or the Torx key I used to remove this from the Caravan, is a T10. So a T10. Might be slightly different on other models, but certainly on this Swift it's a T10. And the Torx key I used to separate these two is a T25. So just to clarify on that. Right, so we cleaned this up, we've got into all the nooks and the crannies, so as you can see it's nice and clean, and that will last another 2 weeks before it gets dirty probably. So it just literally goes back the same way it came apart. I'll use the T25, the big one, and we'll start bolting it back together again. So I'm just going to put my glasses on whilst I'm doing that. So exactly the same but in reverse. I can just get that into there. Get that screw in, hang on. Bear with me a moment, I just need to get the screw in place. Okay, so there's only one way these will go in, so you've got a moulded bit. So I'm just going to tighten that up. You don't need to go too mad tightening them up because it is going into acrylic, so you don't want to over tighten them. And this one as well, just put them in there, and we just do the same on the other side. Pop it in there. This should screw in nice and easy. May get a little bit tighter as you get towards the end. We don't need to film me screwing them all the way in, but you get the general idea. I'm back up on the ladder under the directorship of Michelle. We're just going to pop this thing back on. It's all nice and cleaned, very straightforward. Literally just drop it down into the holes, and I'll be back in a second. I'll come down. So we're back inside the warmth of the Caravan, and it's all been cleaned, as you know. So to pop the roof light back on, you've got these. They literally just clip on. So showing you, there's only one way to go. I'll do these two. You won't be able to see on camera. So they clip on there, and then we'll just screw them back in. I'll do these two sides first, and then do the other side off camera. So using the T10, was it, Michelle?
Yes, I believe so.
T10 Torx. Again, these don't need to be absolutely rock hard tight. Just tighten them till they sort of pinch, and that's it. That's about that one. And I'll do this one, and that's the last one done. So they're all done. So I'm just going to close the windows. There you go. And that's how it's done. Right, so let's go back to Michelle on the sofa. So that's how we clean and remove the Heki roof light.
Yeah, well done, good job. Very well done.
Thank you,
Hope you found that useful. If you haven't watched our other videos yet, please have a little peek at them. There's lots more with lots of tips and advice and places that we've been to visit, so please have a look. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, and we look forward to your comments as always. But that's it for this week. and we will see you very soon. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much indeed. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.